Welcome to the Philippines' premier motor show. This is Autofocus. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa. Here are our features on this edition of your electronic magazine, exclusive to the automobile and its industry.
Starting off with reviews of two vehicle models presently in the local market. A compact SUV from Mazda, the 2021 CX-30 2.0 AT FWD Sport, and a hatchback from Toyota, the Wigo TRD S Automatic, plus a feature-to-feature comparison of two subcompact sedans, the Kia Saludo EX Automatic versus the Dzire GL Plus AGS. On Autopedia, we'll talk about checking an engine light, and together with the latest news and developments in the local auto industry, we shall have the opening of RSA Motors Renals as our special feature.
The next 60 minutes is all about the automobile. This is Autofocus, and we'll be right back after this short break.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Suzuki Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the automobile show. We start this edition of your electronic magazine with a review of one of the latest automobile models from Mazda. The local compact SUV market is crowded these days. It should take a lot to stand out in the segment. Car Review takes an entry that perhaps could. The 2021 Mazda CX-30 2.0 Automatic Sport front-wheel drive.
Over the years, Mazda has gained a reputation for rolling out beautiful automobiles with smooth, clean lines and curves. Sexy and sensuous are words that sometimes get into the mix with sporty and luxurious when describing Mazdas. So it is with the 2021 Mazda CX-30, a compact SUV that seems to share much of its design and styling on the Mazda 3 sedan and hatchback. The Mazda CX-30 is 4,395mm long, 1,795mm wide, and 1,540mm tall, with a 2,655mm wheelbase. Raised 180mm off the ground, the Mazda CX-30 just barely makes it to the SUV territory for ride height and driver viewpoint. There are 4 variants of the Mazda CX-3 available locally, from the Base Pro FWD to the Signature AWD. This car review checks out the 2021 Mazda CX-30 2.0 Automatic Sport FWD. The Sport FWD comes with much of the exterior features available in the local top-of-the-line Mazda CX-30 Signature AWD, including headlamps with adaptive front lighting system, rain-sensing wipers, side mirrors with power adjust and fold function, dual exhaust tailpipes and 18-inch alloy wheels, and 215/55 R18 tires. The only thing missing in the Sport FWD is the power lift gate. gets into the Sport FWD using the Smart Keyless Entry system. Inside, it's all elegance and style with rich, soft surfaces, tasteful trims, and garnishing. And it's black leather seats and trim in the Sport FWD. The driver's seat adjusts 8 ways but only manually, also for 6-way adjustable passenger seat. The rear seat is tight for 3 but splits 60-40 and with center armrest pulled down offers very comfortable seating for 2. The shift knob is also wrapped in leather. The instrument panel is nicely laid out with large dials for easy reading and comes with 7-inch LCD display. The 8.8-inch LCD monitor is cradled quite elegantly on top of the dash. The infotainment system comes with Mazda Connect and features 2 USB ports, Bluetooth connection, and smart mirroring for connecting with phones. And the Sport FWD is an 8-speaker Mazda harmonic acoustic system. Great, yes, but the Signature and Sport AWD have a 12-speaker Bose sound system. Other notable comfort and convenience features in the CX-30 Sport FWD are the dual-zone automatic climate control with rear ventilation, auto-dimming rear-view mirror, power windows with one touch up and down function on all sides. Driving the CX-30 is fun, even with just the naturally aspirated inline-4 1998cc engine that generates 154 PS and 200 Nm of torque. That's the only engine option Mazda offers locally for the CX-30 at the moment. In the Sport FWD, the engine is mated to Mazda Skyactiv Drive 6-speed transmission with Sport mode that sends power and torque to the front wheels. The leather-wrapped 3-spoke steering wheel tilts and telescopes, allowing drivers to set their preferred driving position. It comes with controls for audio and Bluetooth as well as standard cruise control. For those who like to have fun on the drive, it's paddle shifters that are steering wheel's best feature, especially when driving on sport mode. The CX-30 suspension system features McPherson struts on the front and torsion beam in the rear. They're tuned to provide what can be described as athletic and nimble handling, the same words used to describe the Mazda 3 hatchback ride. The brake system uses discs on all 4 wheels, ventilated in front and solid in the rear. This is integrated with anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution. It also comes with electric parking brake as well as auto brake hold, a cool feature when driving in stop-and-go traffic, preventing the Mazda from rolling forward from complete stop when driver steps off the brake but has not yet stepped on the gas pedal. Also giving drivers confidence is the G Vectoring Control Plus, as well as Dynamic Stability Control, which helps keep the CX-30 in control around curves as well as prevent side slips or skids during sudden turns or on slippery surfaces. The CX-30 Sport FWDs have rear-view cameras which should help make for safer reversing. Parking sensors should help in this, but they're only available locally on the Signature and Sport AWD variants. Also needing mention is the iStop idling system feature on the CX-30, which automatically shuts off the engine at full stops and turns it back on when it's time to go again, helping improve fuel economy. Aside from the seatbelts, also added for safety on the CX-30 are front and side airbags for driver and front seat passenger, curtain and driver knee airbags, and child locks. The Sport FWD is priced at 1.79 million pesos.
Design, styling, and performance should count when choosing SUVs. The Mazda CX-30 is certainly in the upper brackets in those categories. Also in price, for that matter. The latest auto industry news and developments right after this break.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Welcome back to Autofocus, and we now have the latest auto industry news.
Can the crowded subcompact SUV crossover market accommodate another new model? Suzuki has just rolled out the Vitara All-Grip. According to Suzuki, All-Grip means the newest Vitara in its local lineup is four-wheel drive crossover, which should give it an edge over the competition. The Vitara All-Grip Suzuki brought in is manufactured in Hungary and comes with advanced technologies, including an infotainment system with a 10-inch touchscreen with smartphone linkage and clinometer. It comes with a 1.6-liter engine mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission with manual mode and paddle shift. Suzuki says the four-wheel drive system of the All-Grip allows the driver to switch around four modes: Auto, Sport, Snow and Lock, depending on road conditions and driving scenarios. Two-tone color schemes are available: Prime Solar Yellow with Cosmic Black Pearl, Metallic and Solid Bright Red with Cosmic Black Pearl Metallic. Monotone options are Galactic Gray Metallic and Cool White Pearl. The new Vitara All-Grip is priced at 1,458,000 pesos for the monotone variant and 1,468,000 pesos for the two-tone variant. The Volkswagen T-Cross has finally arrived on our shores. Now available at VW dealerships in Luzon since May 26 and in the Visayas and Mindanao since June 4. By now, there should be some on the streets, and Volkswagen Philippines wants to make a game of this. The game is called #T-Cross Trend Spotting. Spot a T-Cross anywhere, take a quick photo, send it to social media pages of Volkswagen with a brief caption of your impression of the SUV that has sold more than 300,000 units since its launch in the global market 2 years ago. Until June 30, 2021, everybody can join and send as many entries as possible with the #T-Cross Trend Spotting and #More Than One Thing. 5 winners will be chosen to receive an entertainment gadget. Volkswagen Philippines believes the said activity will add more excitement and awareness about the SUV that in just 2 years has reaped awards and accolades from motoring journalists, associations, and publications the world over. The Nissan Ariya has made its first public appearance on the Circuit de Monaco during Round 7 of the 2021 FIA Formula E World Championship. Nissan's all-electric coupe crossover drove on the famous street circuit that's been hosting Formula 1 racing for years and lately Formula E. It's the perfect venue to first showcase the Nissan Ariya and the capabilities of Nissan's e-Force technology. Combining powerful performance, connected technologies, and a revolutionary new EV design, the Ariya all-electric coupe crossover is the icon of Nissan's innovative and electric future. The Ariya features advanced connectivity, technology, a competitive range of battery capacities, and the unique e-Force drivetrain. According to Nissan, Ariya's first outing on the iconic Circuit de Monaco demonstrates to a global audience the excitement of zero-emission electric vehicles, which is something everyone can experience. JAC Motors Philippines has rolled out a refreshed version of its best-selling subcompact SUV, the JAC S2. It expects the refreshed and upgraded JAC S2 to turn heads just as it did the first time it arrived in the country with the latest gear and tech plus a head-turning asking price. The front end of the JAC S2 has been given a makeover that makes it look more streamlined. The main upgrade inside the cabin is the larger 9-inch touchscreen multimedia unit that now comes with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The leather seats and trim with the red stitching also look rich and sporty. The new JAC S2 sports the same 1.5-liter VVT engine mated to either a CVT or manual transmission and puts out 111 horses and 146 Nm of torque. But the main head-turner about the JAC S2 may still be the same asking price of 798,000 pesos for the CVT variant and 748,000 pesos for the manual variant.
Those are the latest news and developments in the automotive industry. We shall take another short break. Stay with us. I'll be right back.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Every time I'm on the road, I can expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. Now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Here's our feature-to-feature comparison of the latest automobile models belonging to the same category on Head to Head. A battle of promos is heating up in the summer market. Promos are good for sales, so are spec sheets. In this edition of Head to Head, we'll be comparing specs of the Suzuki Dzire GL Plus AGS and the Kia Soluto EX Automatic.
Automakers and distributors are making their products all the more affordable with promos and marketing gimmicks. But promos can only be effective if specs and features provide good value for money. Let's check out what the value can be had from 2 subcompact sedans, the Suzuki Dzire GL Plus AGS and the Kia Soluto EX Automatic. Suzuki's offering in the subcompact sedan market is the 2021 Dzire GL Plus, which is 3,995mm long, 1,735mm wide, and 1,515mm tall, with a 2,450mm long wheelbase and a 145mm minimum ground clearance. The Dzire GL Plus exterior features body-colored bumper, black grille with chrome garnish and large Suzuki emblem, front fog lamp, and halogen multi-reflector headlamps. It rides on 15-inch alloy wheels wrapped by 185/65 R15 tires. Other exterior features include body-colored outside door mirrors with integrated turn signals that power adjusts and fold, intermittent windshield wipers with washer in front and rear mud flaps. The Kia Soluto 1.4 EX Automatic is 4,300mm long, 1,700mm wide, and 1,460mm tall, with a 2,570mm long wheelbase and a 150mm minimum ground clearance. It comes standard with halogen headlamps, body color front and rear bumpers, body color power adjust side view mirrors, grille with chrome molding, short pole antenna, rear fog lamp and rear combination lamp. Added to the 1.4 EX Automatic are fog lamps, turn signals integrated into side mirrors, chrome outside door handles, and 14-inch alloy wheels strapped by 170/70 R14 tires. Underneath the hood of the Suzuki Dzire GL Plus is a K12M inline-4 gasoline engine with multi-point fuel injection that generates 82 horsepower at 6,000 revolutions per minute and 113 Nm of torque at 4,200 RPM. The engine is mated to Suzuki's AGS or Auto Gear Shift System, which is also known as an automatic manual transmission. The Dzire suspension uses McPherson struts with coil springs in front and torsion beam with coil springs in the rear. The brake system uses ventilated disc in the front wheels and leading and trailing drums in the rear. The front-wheel drive Kia Soluto 1.4 EX Automatic is powered by a 1,368cc inline 4-cylinder gasoline engine with dual CVVT that generates 95 PS at 6,000 RPM and 132 Nm of torque at 4,000 RPM. The engine is mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission. The suspension system features McPherson struts plus H-type subframe and front and V-beam coupled torsion beam axle in the rear. The brake system uses front disc and rear drums. The Desire GL Plus comes with remote entry and fabric upholstery. The front seats slide and recline with driver getting height adjuster. The rear seat back features a fold-down center armrest with cup holders. Comfort and convenience features include power windows and door locks, tiltable 3-spoke urethane steering wheel with controls for audio and hands-free phone, air conditioning with heater, pollen filter and rear vents, front and rear door pockets, front console box with cup holders, glove box and 12-volt accessory sockets. The trunk has 378 liters of usable space. The Desire GL Plus comes with a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment audio unit with AM/FM radio, USB and Bluetooth connectivity, micro SD card slot for audio and video files, GPS navigation, aux-in, and front and rear speakers. Kia equipped the Saludo EX Automatic with remote keyless entry, power windows and door locks, chrome dashboard trim, and silver inside door handles. The seats have leatherette upholstery. The front seats recline and slide with the driver getting height adjuster. Wrapped in leather are gear shift and tiltable 3-spoke steering wheel that features controls for audio and hands-free phone. Other interior features include power outlet, 2 cup holders, and manual air conditioning. The Saludo infotainment system uses a 7-inch touchscreen unit with AM/FM radio, MP3 player, USB and aux import, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto with voice control and 4 speakers plus 2 tweeters. The Desire GL Plus is equipped with a host of driver-assisted safety systems including hill hold control, electronic stability program, anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, and rear parking sensors. Other safety and security features include dual airbags, 3-point ELR seatbelts for 4 and 2-point lap belt for 1, 2 ISOFIX child seat anchors and child seat tether anchorages, child-proof rear door locks, side impact door beams, engine immobilizer, high mount stop lamp. The Kia Saludo EX Automatic also comes with passive and active safety features. These include dual airbags, 3-point ELR seatbelts for 4, plus a 2-point seatbelt for the center seat passenger in the rear, child anchor and child locks. The Saludo EX also comes with anti-lock brake system, an anti-theft system with immobilizer, a rear camera display with static guidelines, and rear parking sensors.
After checking out the specs, those comparing cars can then check out the promos and other financial options available, as well as freebies. It seems like a buyer's market out there in these COVID-19 times.
Introducing the all-new Isuzu D-Max into new heights.
Be it fine dining, a romantic garden wedding, a relaxed casual meal, or an important business event, Ilustrado is the place to go. Aside from its famed paella, the Ilustrado restaurant, which is located within the history-laden walled city of Intramuros, is also the favorite destination of food gourmands for its famous callos and lengua and other classic gustatory offerings. Ilustrado Restaurant, only for the foodies.
Humans choose more challenging paths to go up and over our biggest obstacle, ourselves. New Ford Ranger FX4 Max. Live the Ranger life.
Life is about making decisions, acting with certainty, confidence, and grit to create something lasting and big, driving to make a difference. Hino.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Our special feature is next. There's a new coffee house in Green Hills that offers a great view of BMW cars. You can even get coffee on the house. Actually, it's a BMW dealership serving great coffee to visitors.
There's a great new place to get coffee in Green Hills, just a stone's throw away from EDSA on the corner of Connecticut and Florida Streets in Barangay Wakwak in Mandaluyong City. When community quarantine restrictions are eased, it should become a popular place to get coffee with great views of brand new BMW vehicles. The place is called RSA Motor Green Hills, recently completed and furnished to become one of the only BMW dealerships in the world that complies with the unique Fit to BMW standards. This is according to SMC Asia Car Distributors Corporation, official importer and distributor of BMW in the Philippines, in announcing the completion of its flagship dealerships, its largest ever store. So what can guests expect when getting to finally visit RSA Motors Green Hills?
They can expect a lot of things. They can expect a very different experience in buying a vehicle. The way the showroom, the 2 floors of the showroom is set up is that we have the cars in the bottom from the 1 Series, the 3, X1, X3, X5, Z4, and other cars. No? Then on the second floor, something a little bit more exclusive wherein we park the 7 Series and the X7. And on the other hand, on the second floor that's where they have all the M cars parked there.
Aside from the main showroom, the ground floor of RSA Motors Green Hills houses service areas for preventive maintenance work and quick diagnostic of vehicles and a car delivery room, where buyers receive the keys to their dream BMW vehicle. Also at the ground floor is the Iseta Cafe, a lounge room for guests as well as areas where they can shop for BMW toys, bicycles, luggage, and other items from the catalog of BMW lifestyle merchandise. A lounging cafe are also found on the second floor where BMW's M vehicles, the 7 Series and X7 units are also showcased. All these allow a more personalized experience for those looking to buy BMWs or to merely enjoy looking at the showcases.
It offers a more personalized experience, like what I said, no? There are different zones, so people who are looking at a certain model are welcomed and are accommodated in a separate zone. So for them, they will feel that they're in a better place. If they're looking for a sporty car, then they're in an area only for sporty cars.
Team members of RSA Motors Green Hills are also part of providing the kind of personalized experience for guests who visit the dealerships.
I mean, each sales consultant has their own personal space. They have, aside from the working table, they have their own meeting table, and each of them is equipped with a configurator that they can look at a specific car. If you want this color in exterior, this color interior, so on and so forth.
The sales consultants already have tools of their own that will enable customers to see the vehicles, not just in the physical form, but also be able to customize them and see what it could possibly look like if they want to really accessorize the vehicle. So that in itself is already the integration of digital into the customer experience.
RSA Motors Green Hills is not only for those looking to acquire BMWs immediately, it welcomes visitors who just want to enjoy having a cup of coffee while enjoying looking at the showcases or to browse through the BMW lifestyle merchandise.
What's wrong with going to pay a visit and say that I just want to look? I mean, you guys, these people are more than welcome. Just to have them take a look and see what BMW is all about. Maybe today you don't buy a car, buy a t-shirt, for example, buy a cap. It'll be fine, have a coffee on us. So that is, for me, what is very important, that we are welcoming and, anybody can just pop in, have a look.
Visitors and guests at the RSA Motors Green Hills are assured that all necessary precautions are being undertaken to ensure safety against the COVID-19 contagion.
It was mandated that before you're allowed to return to work, you have to have a negative PCR test. So we had our team members tested. We can assure the whole team that their co-workers, number one, are negative for COVID. And also, we can also have that level of safety with our customers that the people that they will be interacting with in our dealerships have just been recently tested. No?
SMC Asia Car says the establishment of its flagship dealership, RSA Motors Green Hills, is the most significant event of the year. However, it plans to introduce more automobiles and motorcycles in the coming months. Meanwhile, it extends an invitation for all to visit its new flagship store.
I'd like to invite all the viewers of STV to pay a visit to our newest flagship store in Green Hills. It is 403 Columbia Street, corner Connecticut, Mandaluyong City. This is just a street away from EDSA on Connecticut, to take a look at the new flagship store, BMW RSA Motors Green Hills.
It would be fun to take up the invitation to visit and experience how BMW treats its guests at the RSA Motors Green Hills when restrictions ease.
Suzuki Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style.
Motul is the most trusted motor oil of the top teams competing in some of the world's most grueling race competitions, the WRC, the WTCC, and the Japan GT. Motul is the only 100% fully synthetic motor oil in the market. It has antioxidant properties that prevent premature thickening and aging due to thermal stress and guarantees total engine protection. For more information about Motul engine oils, visit www.motul.com.ph.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Welcome back. We have more cars for you to know and appreciate as we have our second car review this week. Toyota claims the Wigo is the best-selling entry-level hatchback in the local market. We take a look at the top-of-the-line Wigo in this edition of Car Review.
Toyota Motor Philippines sold 11,853 Wigos back in 2020, a good-sized number considering the months under almost total lockdown and the economic slowdown. And the newly refreshed Wigo was only launched in the middle of June, among the first digital debuts for Toyota as the government slowly eased restrictions while struggling to contain the COVID-19 contagion. But apparently, the makeover of Toyota's subcompact hatchback excited enough buyers with a meaner demeanor and with more of the fun, smart, high-tech stuff now flowing down the flagship vehicles down to the entry-level models like the Wigo. This seems especially true with the Toyota Wigo 1.0 TRD-S Automatic. The TRD Aero kits added a touch more millimeters to the Wigo, which now occupies a space that is 3,700 millimeters long, 1,600 millimeters wide, and 1,520 millimeters tall, with a minimum ground clearance of 180 millimeters. The front spoiler is especially killer, and along with the side skirt, rear skirt, two-tone rear spoilers turns the STAD practical 5-door hatchback into a sporty, edgy, practical hatchback. The TRD-S decal and badge give the Wigo some kind of street cred. So does the 14-inch machine-cut design alloy wheels. The Wigo TRD-S also comes with projector-type headlamps, line guide-type clearance lamp, front fog lamps, rear combination lamps with LED brake lamps, and high-mount LED stop lamp integrated into the rear spoiler. The Wigo TRD-S as well as the G variant now have keyless entry and push-button start. And for a mini hatch, the Wigo has surprisingly spacious interiors that comes from a longish wheelbase that places the tires nearly at the four corners. There's a lot more power features to enjoy in the Wigo. Of course, there are power windows and door locks. The side mirrors have integrated turn signal lights and now come with power adjust and retract function. Toyota also added a lot of cool things in the Wigo. One is the LCD control panel for the air conditioning. Another is the infotainment system with touchscreen display, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, AM/FM radio, auxiliary and USB ports, as well as Bluetooth and voice command function. There are controls for the audio system on the 3-spoke steering wheel. There's also a back camera and rear sonar to help with parking. Underneath the hood of the Wigo sold locally is a 998cc 3-cylinder 12-valve engine, a double overhead cam, and VVTi. The engine maxes out at 66 PS at 6,000 RPM and 89 Nm at 4,400 RPM. The Wigo TRD only comes with a 4-speed automatic transmission that sends power and torque to the front wheels. Driving the Wigo is a breeze. It isn't exactly a pocket rocket, but it isn't a slowpoke either. The Wigo has a brake system that uses front ventilated disc and rear drums and comes with ABS. The suspension features McPherson struts in front and torsion beam axle in the rear. For safety, all Wigo variants come standard with dual airbags and 3-point ELR seatbelts. The TRD and GT variants have an anti-theft system with immobilizer and alarm.
Toyota has had success marketing the Wigo as a practical and reliable entry-level car hatchback that actually looks cool. A makeover with sporty details and adding a couple of cool functional stuff should help Toyota sell more Wigos. Know more about your car and how to take care of it here on Autopedia.
Hi, this is Sydney, and today we're going to talk about the dreaded check engine light. What it is, what it means, and why you should not freak out. So you're driving normally, minding your own business, and then suddenly, BAM! The yellow light of death comes out, the dreaded check engine light. You start freaking out, don't know what to do. You start the car, you stop the car, you turn it on, and it's still there. Oh no, it's the end of the world, something's wrong with my car, my engine is busted. Relax, it's none of those things. Quite simply put, a check engine light simply means that one of the various sensors in the engine senses that something is wrong or is reading wrong. Almost all the sensors in the car measure voltage, is in electricity. It reads anywhere from 0 to 5 volts. And if that sensor is calibrated to read, say, only from 1.5 to 4 volts, then for some unknown reason, it becomes 4.1 volts, then the check engine light will come out. That's all it means. One of the sensors reads something wrong. Now, whether it reads something wrong because of a glitch or temporary condition, or because the sensor is failing, that you will have to find out. And no, you cannot find it out by going on Facebook. You cannot find out going on the internet asking, may check engine ako, ano yung problema? You ask 10 different people, you will get 100 different answers, and none of them will be correct. Especially the people say, oh, nagkaroon na ako niyan, ito yung problema niyan. No, they are wrong. Do not believe them. Because there are 999 possibilities why that light comes out. The only way for you to find out what that means is if you either, one, have a scanner like this, or you bring it to the casa or the dealership and you have a bigger scanner like this. So now we'll show you what happens when you actually do bring your car in for scanning. First, we'll take the regular shop grade scanner that we have here. This reads pretty fast. All scanners will actually have this port. It's a trapezoidal port. It's called an OBD port, or onboard diagnostic port. Every car has this port, and it's always located somewhere here It's standard that all car manufacturers agree to. So this will work for any car. This will tell you what the check engine means. There's always an error code that starts with the letter P followed by 3 numbers. You can actually type that into Google and then it will pretty much tell you what it means. So for this Honda City, we actually have a check engine and we're gonna plug this in right now. So we have it plugged in. It's actually here on the corner. We turn the engine on, not start. And we wait for it to fire up because it was now gonna talk to the engine ECU and pull out the error code and see what it means. This is what we mean by the error code. It starts with the letter P followed by 3 numbers. On our particular scanner, it actually tells you what component is the problem. So this one here is mass or volume airflow circuit low. It might be an intermittent lean condition, it might be an intermittent voltage condition, or it might be that your mass airflow sensor is over 10 years old and it's dead and it's dying. At least it narrows it down to any of the 999 possibilities because it can either be mass airflow sensor, misfire, crank sensor, ABS, oxygen sensor 1, oxygen sensor 2, fuel tank evaporation sensor. The list goes on and on and on. So without this, you won't be able to say for certainty what is wrong with the engine, or actually what sensor and what component is wrong with the engine without this. The first thing that shops will do is, oh, that's it? Okay, we just hit erase. So we perform the scan test again. As you can see, the message says no powertrain trouble codes. There's no more. 9 out of 10 times, this will work and check engine is gone. So we unplug the scanner and then that's it. You can go on your merry way. But the bigger question is, will that check engine light return? Possibly yes. Like I said, it's caused by one of the sensors not reading correctly. So why it didn't read correctly, we can only speculate, but the 2 most common reasons are, 1, external factors, something just goes wrong. Electronics do that sometimes. Or it might be a symptom of that particular sensor is on its way to being dead. So it reads wrong now, it reads fine. In the future, it might read wrong again. If it gets too severe, and if you do the erase procedure and it does not erase, that means that the sensor is busted and it's time for replacement. Now, what causes check engine lights? Oftentimes, you'll read on the internet and the groups, masama langis mo. No, that doesn't work. Masama yung gasolina mo. Possibly, yes. Because there is such an engine code called cylinder misfire detected. That is caused by bad batch of gas. Whether your 98 octane is not really 98 or may tubig sa gasolina, you don't know. Can it be caused by faulty spark plugs? Yes, it can also. Can it be caused by me not using the car for 3 years? Possible, because that particular sensor could be busted and rusted. Particularly, let's say, crankshaft position sensors. These things have a magnet inside them. And the engine gets hot, it gets cold, gets hot, gets cold. The magnet eventually becomes less magnetic. That will also cause a check engine. So like I said, you cannot find out for certain without one of these things. Now, actually, if you go to Lazada, you just type OBD scanner, you will find a lot for 400 bucks, 700 bucks, 900 bucks. You can actually just buy one of those and it will work on your car just for you to be able to narrow it down. And if you do bring your car to the shop, make sure that once you scan it, you take a picture of this, show it to the shop so they won't be punching in the dark and asking a lot of questions and basically guessing why. That will be a big help. And if the check engine light doesn't go away, and then if there's something wrong, you really need one of these things. Professional level vehicle diagnostic scanner. This you cannot buy in Lazada anymore. There you have it. Why you should not freak out if your car suddenly has a check engine light. It's not the end of the world. So hopefully now you understand a little bit more better on why it happens and how to get rid of it.
That's our feature on Autopedia this week. Taking care of your ride has been made easier. And that's Autofocus this week. We hope you have found this edition of your electronic automobile magazine informative as well as entertaining. You can also check us out on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. On behalf of my dad, Butch Gamboa, this has been your host, Ray Louis Gamboa. Please stay safe and healthy.